the cooking oil problem nobody is talking about. There's a pattern I keep seeing across almost every client assessment I do. Persistent inflammation, skin that won't settle, hair that keeps shedding, fatigue that doesn't go away. And when I dig deeper, it almost always traces back to one thing most people never think to question: the oil they cook with every single day. That is what this week's episode of Nutri Digest is about: omega-3 and omega-6. We have all heard of omega-3 and omega-6. Both are essential and the body cannot make them. So they have to come from food. And what most of you miss is the ratio in which you should take them. Omega-3 is anti-inflammatory. It calms the body, supports cell membrane, and keeps inflammation in check. Omega-6, on the other hand, is pro-inflammatory. It's not bad on its own, but if you take it more than omega-3 for a long period of time, the body stays in a low-grade inflammatory state. So what is the ideal ratio of omega-6 to omega-3? Roughly 1:1 to 4:1. Meaning, for every 4 part of omega-6 you consume, you should be getting 1 part of omega-3. The average Indian is consuming somewhere between 15 to 1 and 250 to 1, which means for every 1 part of omega-3, they are getting anywhere between 15 and 50 parts of omega-6. That is way out of balance. How did this happen? Refined vegetable oils, sunflower, soybean, corn, replace the traditional fats our grandparents cooked with. These oils are extremely high in omega-6, and because they are in almost everything, home cooking, restaurant foods, packed snacks, omega-6 intake has gone through the roof. At the same time, omega-3 intake has stayed very low. Fatty fish, flaxseed, walnut, chia seeds, none of which are daily staples in most Indian homes. The result is a country that is significantly omega-3 deficient and omega-6 overloaded. What this is doing to your body? Chronic low-grade inflammation is a common thread running through almost every episode of this series. Gut health, glycation, fiber, sleep. It keeps coming back because it keeps showing up as the underlying cause of every skin and hair concern we see at Oliva. Omega-3 deficiency specifically shows up as skin that is dry, dull, and reactive, hair that is brittle and sheds more than it should, a gut lining that is more permeable than it should be, and a body that is simply more inflamed than it needs to be. What this looks like on your skin and scalp specifically, Dr. Deepti is covering that in this week's Down to Detail. Don't miss it. What to actually do? I think you know the answer. The most impactful thing we can do is change the oil you cook with. So what are the options? Quite a few actually. Cold pressed mustard oil has one of the better omega ratios of any cooking oil and has been in Indian kitchens for centuries. Just make sure you pick a low uric acid variety. Look for options labeled uric acid free or under 2% on the label. And then ghee. Yes, ghee. It is another good option as it is naturally low in omega-6, but it is high in saturated fats. So make sure you take it in moderation. Another option low in omega-6 is cold pressed coconut oil. Use it if you like cooking with it. You must be thinking, oh, what do I do with all the refined oil I have at home? Here is the misunderstanding. We need not eliminate them, we just need to reduce the use of refined sunflower, soybean and corn oil. Next thing you must do, add omega-3 directly. If you are a non-vegetarian, include fatty fish like sardines, mackerel and rohu 2 to 3 times a week. For vegetarians, have ground flax seeds, chia seed and walnut daily. Fish oil or algae-based omega-3 supplements are also worth considering, especially if your diet is predominantly vegetarian. The genetic connection. Your inflammatory response is also partly genetic. Some people are genetically more prone to systemic inflammation, meaning their need for omega-3 is higher than average. Remember the Gene IQ report I told you about? It also looks at your systemic inflammation and oxidative stress markers, giving you a personalized picture of how inflammatory your biology runs and what it specifically needs. We are almost at the end of this series. If there is one thing I want you to take from this episode, look at what you're cooking with. It is one of the most overlooked and most impactful changes you can make for your skin, your hair, and your inflammation levels. Dr. Deepti is showing you what omega-3 deficiency looks like on your skin and scalp this week in Down to Details. Don't miss it. For more detailed and customized dietary plan, call us. The link to book a consultation is in the description.